Hey guys, welcome back to my third video of today. Today we're going to have Secretary Hillary Clinton running against Mitt Romney in the year 2012. So essentially this is going to be as if Hillary Clinton took the place of Barack Obama for the Democratic nomination, sorry. If you remember that there was early talks about replacing Obama with Clinton because Obama was so unpopular at the time. Just like they're talking about replacing Trump 3 years before the actual election. So 3.5 years before the actual election. So if we're looking at where early pundits go, they're not that accurate. So really, a lot of people thought that Hillary Clinton could do better than Obama could in a general election, but in the year 2012, I think that could be the case. Especially since she's not as scandal plagued as she is now. She was a lot more likable in 2008. It was just Obama was a new candidate. Um, there was literally she was unbeatable in 2008 until Obama came. So really, in 2008, that Hillary Clinton was scandal free, the strongest point she's ever been in her career. She was a strong female senator. Not only could she get the women vote, she could get the conservative vote. She was polling ahead of John McCain by 15 in Arkansas, Louisiana, Kentucky ahead by 8. West Virginia became competitive. She was actually ahead in West Virginia. Um, following Obama getting Clinton's endorsement, West Virginia turned into a leaning blue state by the mainstream media, and multiple maps showed West Virginia as leaning blue. It eventually turned red because it wasn't as it used to be a Democratic stronghold, if you remember, before the year 2000, and that was a huge flip from the Democratic column for West Virginia to flip to the Republicans. Now it's a safe Republican state, but really Hillary Clinton was at her peak in her career. Her approval rating was extremely high, and I think that she could do even better than Obama did, but then we have Mitt Romney on the other side. So I had to get through this video pretty fast because I have to help my dad with something, so sorry about that. But all the states that went for Romney, I'm going to give to him. So that puts him at 206 electoral votes. But there are some states that I could possibly see not going to him. So I'm not going to give him North Carolina. I'm not going to give him Georgia. Actually, I'll give him Georgia because this is 2012. But I'm not going to give him Missouri. Illinois is safe blue. The Rust Belt was safe blue at this time. There was no contesting that, especially with Mitt Romney as the candidate. There's no way he could appeal to the white working class, and he didn't even do it with his running mate running from the state. West Virginia was a toss-up. North Carolina is a toss-up. Ohio, Iowa toss-up. Missouri toss-up, and Indiana is a toss-up. That one is definitely a toss-up. Colorado is a toss-up. New Mexico is blue. Nevada is a toss-up. Florida is also a toss-up, and all of Maine is blue. It didn't flip back then, and New Hampshire should be labeled as a toss-up as well. So if we're looking in key states that Romney would need to win, he would need to sweep this map, and Hillary Clinton can get away with winning Florida, and she would win the election, or she can just get away with winning Virginia like she did in 2016. Then she can win New Hampshire, and then Colorado, and then that puts her over the top. Or let's say she loses New Hampshire and wins Nevada, that puts her over the top as well. So really, this is just comes down to how each candidate would do in specific states. So some obvious ones: Indiana and Missouri. Although they are competitive, Missouri would be extremely competitive. They could possibly flip because of how high Hillary Clinton's approval rating is. Hillary Clinton did very well in the 2016 election compared to where her approval rating was, and here it's in the high 60s. In 2016, her disapproval rating was in the high 60s. So there's a huge difference there. So if she's able to not only ride the Obama wave, she's a woman candidate running to be the first female president against someone who has talked bad about women. Sounds like the 2016 election, how the mainstream media played it, but 2012 was a lot more Democratic trending than the year 2016 was. History was against the Democratic side, except polls were just wrong. In 2012, they were actually accurate, except for Florida. Florida predicted to go to Romney, went for Obama. So 2012 was a lot more accurate of an election, and I do think that Hillary Clinton she barely had any scandals behind her, and I honestly think that she was at her strongest point in 2008, and I think her power career would have been in 2008 or 2012 for the presidential run. So Ohio, Iowa, these are safe blue states compared to where Obama got them. So that puts her at 271. Obvious states like Colorado and Nevada are staying blue. Virginia would stay blue, and New Hampshire would stay blue. So that puts her at 303. And if she wins those 29 electoral votes, she wins where Obama got in 2012. But I do think she could expand on where Obama got. I think that in North Carolina, I think that one would flip because I think that Clinton would expand on Obama's leads in women voters. I think that she would also expand her lead on Latino voters and the white working class voters. I think that they will vote for Clinton more. Hillary Clinton also had a lot of the conservative vote. She's much more conservative than the rest of the Democratic Party. So I think that her 2008 image would ride all the way up to 2012. And if Barack Obama let her become the nominee, I think that could help her just because of party unity and for the sake of the fact that she's running to be the first female president and having the first black president backing her, even though he took his re-election nomination. I think that could show unity within the Democratic Party, although it may be shown as if, let's say, they're trying to screw over the Democratic Party because they essentially stole the nomination. Well, if the majority of Democrats, there was a poll that came out, Barack Obama polled at 52%, Hillary Clinton at 37%. So a minority of the Democratic Party was okay with the Clinton victory. I think they would rally behind Hillary Clinton because in 2012, they painted out Mitt Romney to be just as bad as Trump. And in 2016, Mitt Romney did not do as many things as Trump did, and it was not as scandal-plagued, so they made that mistake there. But Mitt Romney was savagely attacked as a corporate raider, and that really hurt him in states that he needed it, in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. And I think that Hillary Clinton could hold on to states from 2008, like Indiana, and then hold on to a state like Florida. And then in Nebraska's 2nd congressional district, I don't see it flipping, just because Mitt Romney is that type of conservative to win that state. Now, the only thing that would change from 2008 is I think Missouri could possibly become competitive, just because of the fact that Hillary Clinton is from the South. She's from Arkansas. I don't see Arkansas becoming competitive just because of how the trend went. Even if Hillary Clinton had a high approval rating in 2016, I wouldn't see it flipping. But in Missouri, that one I could see flipping for Hillary Clinton, considering how close it was in 2008, and I think Democrats would be going there day in, day night to win the votes there, because if Hillary Clinton is the nominee, I think the presidency would be a lot more secured under her in 2008 compared to where it was in 2016. So there's a huge difference between 4 years apart. 8 years later, they were tired of Obama. 4 years later, they wanted more Obama. So if she was able to continue on that legacy, they loved it in 2016. They did not want her to continue on the legacy and instead elected Trump. So I think Missouri could actually flip, because I think Clinton could spike the women vote, hold all of Obama's voters, and possibly do better in some groups, like in the age group or in older conservative voters. So yeah, so this is my final map, 368 for Hillary Clinton to 170 to Mitt Romney. Tomorrow, I'm only going to upload once because tomorrow's the first day of school. I don't think it'll be uploaded at 12 o'clock, just because of the fact that I will be getting home around 4:10. I get out of school at 3:20, so I'll probably upload around 5 o'clock, and I'll try to get my daily video out of that. So yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys for so much support, and please comment suggestions below. If you want to see my most recent election night, it'll be on the right, and don't forget to subscribe in the center, and on the left is my Confederate States of America election night, because that one was pretty interesting, and I want more people to be able to see what it was like. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.